The poor elephant.
So what do you think though? Like, okay, so I do believe that it's very possible that the aliens have visited us and they could be on the planet, may or may not be. I don't know, but I'm certainly of the mindset that I think it's probably I'm leaning towards likely that they have at least visited, and those are UFOs that we see in the sky are not from this planet. But what are your thoughts on that?
Well, there's a lot of people who think like aliens are who originally seeded us as humans on this planet. Because if you look at us and the next closest thing to our DNA, which is the chimpanzee, dude, we are freaking light years ahead of the chimpanzee in terms of our ability. And so our intelligence, all of it. In every other animal by comparison, I mean, you do have smart ones, but there's lots of smart ones out
Yeah,
there.
elephants,
Elephants and
pigs,
pigs,
pigs. Yeah,
eagles, like tigers, they're not stupid.
yeah.
They're very well adapted. They're very smart. I think black crows are like the smartest of animals. Like
Really?
crows are really freaking smart. Like they can solve riddles and shit. And
Wow.
I watched an entire documentary on it. And so I guess where I'm going with that is
But we can write the riddles. They can't do that.
they aren't writing riddles. That's a very good point, dude.
That's the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so people think we must have been seated. This is where like ancient, ancient aliens. Is that the show on history? Ancient aliens.
Hmm. Ancient aliens. Yeah.
Yes. Like that whole show, like kind of started from that whole idea. There's a movie called Prometheus. That was Ridley Scott, the guy that made all the alien movies, and that was kind of the gist of that movie. Like there's aliens, civilizations going around like seeding planets, and then coming back to see, well, how's it going?
How
How's
how's
my
it going?
garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they come
Right.
down and look at us, and we're like, yeah, porn, trailer
Yeah.
parks. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this one's not going so well.
Alcohol. Yeah. Cocaine.
Alcohol,
Cocaine. Yeah.
sewage.
Sewage. Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
They probably hang their head in
so
embarrassment. So it wouldn't surprise
so
me if that was the case. Like
yeah.
that would part wouldn't surprise me. It's interesting.
So you think there's a possibility that there are actually aliens here or visiting or something? Okay. If you had to
I
bet, you
think
had
it's
to bet your
possible.
life on that right now.
I would say I'd go with you. That is likely. The
Like,
possibility of that is likely. I do believe that, and
but not 100%.
not 100%. And I don't know if it's
Yeah.
because of the Roman Catholic Church or whoever, the Islam or whoever, like the great powers, that there really is no history of it, though. You don't have cultures and civilizations saying there's aliens amongst us. That's not a
Yes.
historical thing. And maybe
Yeah.
it used to be, but the Pope, smashed it out for some reason. I don't know. Something to that effect. But there is
Yeah.
not there is no history for that. And so that's the part
Well,
where I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe not.
well, the thing is like, okay, so one thing though is like, I think it's Egyptian hieroglyphics and some other like Native Americans, and you see the writings on the walls and the paintings that they do. Sometimes they have some things that look like people in spacesuits.
Yes.
Pretty weird. Pretty
Yeah.
weird, right? Pretty odd, or like spaceships and things like that.
Yep.
That's pretty odd because I could say now that the spaceships that we see, we could think that's a secret government, and I wouldn't doubt that for a hot second. However, there was no secret government back then building flying saucers. You know what I mean? And
No, there
so
was not.
The poor elephant.